Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Business News. My name is Evelyn Badu Ekpo. This broadcast is reaching live on Star Times Channel 103 and our social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook. Tonight, Business News will review some business activities and how people are coping with high rates of inflation in the country, which in turn affects prices of commodities like cement, sachet water, as well as high cost of farm inputs. These and more will come your way in the course of the bulletin. Once again, I am Evelyn Badu Ekpo. Thank you for joining us. Stories. Stanbic IBTC Holdings says qualitative education is the cornerstone for societal development. They stated this as they adopt Methodist School in Ikono local government area as part of its corporate social responsibility. Blessing Akman has details.
The Adopt a School project by Stanbic IBTC Holdings is geared towards promoting qualitative education. Speaking on the adoption of Methodist School, Mbiafo Nkwongo in Ikono local government area to mark the commissioning and handing over of some projects to the Akwa Ibom state government, the chief executive of Stanbic IBTC Holdings, Dr. Demola Shogunle, says it is a strategy to promote sustainability and positive impacts on the school.
The computer lab and everything that we provided, ladies and gentlemen, is to make these children to be computer literate from day one. Is to make them to be future ready from day one. Is to make them to be future fit from day one. They will be able to compete with their peers anywhere in the world. On a continuous basis, we will be renovating and be doing more in this school because we adopted this school.
Stakeholders in the education sector in the state, including the Commissioner for Education represented by the Permanent Secretary, Chairman, State Universal Basic Education Board, and others, commend Stanbic IBTC for providing a conducive learning environment for pupils.
The government of Akwa Ibom State is pleased to be associated with your Adopt a School project. Education, as we all know, plays a pivotal role in laying a solid foundation for society. What has been done in this school today will give the pupils access to a conducive environment, good teaching and learning facilities.
I want to call on all corporate organizations in this state that are making money in this state to emulate Stanbic IBTC Bank for what they are doing. It is good to give back to the society you are operating.
We want to assure you that this legacy will remain. We will partner with the village, we will partner with the community to ensure that this is protected.
Let me also very respectfully appeal to the governments of the Akwa Ibom State and other relevant stakeholders for provision of generating plants or installation of solar system to power the computer library.
The event featured commissioning and handing over of the renovated classroom blocks and other facilities, tour of the project and performances by the pupils. In Uyo, Blessing.
And now to security matters. Achieving effective community policing through a robust synergy and cooperation between members of the public and the police is key to a more peaceful Nigeria. This is the thought of some residents of Uyo as a call for more citizens' participation in community policing. Etieno Ibanga reports.
Security of lives and property, though a constitutional responsibility of government, has become the concern of all, as many communities are complementing efforts of government in providing voluntary security services in their domains.
This neighborhood watch is very, very good, because when you have members of the community to become a security personnel within their community, automatically it will help curb out those criminals guys within them, because they know them.
Though this partnership is not eroding the role of regular security personnel, respondents are optimistic that people with questionable character should not be part of those protecting their environments.
People that have well behaved in the community, that they don't have a criminal influence.
The police supposed to liaise with us, and we are well equipped with facilities so that we can carry out the practice very, very effective.
To further allow for more citizens' involvement in policing, the Akwa Ibom state government recently commissioned 5,000 youth across the 31 local government areas of the state as volunteers in community policing.
Akwa Ibom is on the cusp of a golden era, and we count on you to be the catalyst of this movement. It starts with peace, security, and a safe and secure environment.
Experts say tackling security challenges in the society is a call for vigilance by the public while reporting suspicious movements within their surroundings to the law enforcement agencies. Etienne Ibanga, NTA News.
It was an outpouring of glowing tributes in honor of the late retired Director of International Cultural Relations in the Federal Ministry of Culture, Abuja, Mr. Nkanta George Ufot, as final burial rites observed in his hometown, Ipaden in local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He was aged 65. Again, Etienne Ibanga reports.
Methodist Central School, Ikoropaden, in Iparani local government area, is the venue for the large number of sympathizers from within and outside Akwa Ibom State. They have come to join the family members of the late Nkanta Joshua Ford to register their condolences, eulogizing the late retired federal director, known to be in the forefront of promoting the establishment of cultural relationship between Nigeria and the international community.
On account of my destiny, I cannot forget Mr. George, because he has given me a destiny. Today, I cannot count my achievement in academic war and research war. It was all Mr. George.
My father was a great man. He loved his culture, he loved his country. He did his best for his church, for his people, for his family, and everyone who knew him loved him.
He lived an honest life. We miss him as a family, but we know he's in a better place and he's resting with God.
Biography of the late Nkanta, as read by the family, indicates that he lived his life for the service of God and the society.
Nkanta's career high will undoubtedly be his year-long collaboration with Nigeria's greatest cultural icons. Throughout the year, these three gentlemen traversed the length and breadth of the country, scouting for talents, auditioning several cultural groups drawn from our diverse ethnicities, consulting with local communities with a view of understanding their respective folklore.
Pastor Ikong Ikide of Family Worship Center, Abuja, in his sermon charged the attendees to prepare for eternal life by giving their lives to Christ and be ready at all times for his second appearance.
He has fought the good fight. He knew his God. He trusted his God. He spent his time and resources serving this God.
Prayers were offered for the family of the deceased. The remains of the late Nkanta George Ford, survived by wife and children, were committed to rest in his compound. In Uyo, Etienne Ibanga, NTA News.
Similarly, torrents of glowing tributes were prominent at the funeral service in honor of late Mrs. Comfort Akwawu Amaunam, sister of Mrs. Sekaiti Akpan, Assistant Director of Finance, Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Kaduna Network Center. Diani Monko reports that she was aged 60.
The late Mrs. Comfort Akwawu Amaunam's journey to her final resting place commences here at the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital mortuary, where her remains are conveyed to her country home, Ikoro Biondogo in Nkbadenin local government area, for funeral rites and lying in state. Family, church, community and friends then gather here to pay their last respect to the departed, who they mourn her early exits from the earth. Biography reveals the deceased, a retired civil servant, was sociable, upright and industrious.
Mama was a very sociable person, a good mixer, humane and ever very prepared to assist anyone who needed her help.
The funeral message is concise. Participants are reminded to live purposeful lives while alive.
It doesn't matter how close you are with Jesus, but what matters indeed is understanding the purpose of God in your life.
Condolence messages were received from the Methodist Church Nigeria, National Orientation Agency, Akwa Ibom State Secondary Education Board, amongst others. Remains of the late Comfort Akwawu Amaunam are then laid to rest amid solemn songs by the family and church. Family and friends speak glowingly of the life and times of the deceased.
Comfort Akwawu Amaunam was my very dear wife. She was very useful to us, as she was loving and supportive to me and the family. She passed away so soon.
She was a giver. My sister will give you the last cup of garri that she has. I've lost somebody that when I come back to the village, I'll visit now. But my happiness is that she lived a very good life.
She was always ready to help anywhere where necessary. If you have a problem to go and meet her, she'll be ready to help if she can do it.
Mrs. Comfort Akwawu Amaunam has been a good woman in a women fellowship room. She was a woman of faith.
Dianime Uko, NTA News.
It's now time for a break. Business news continues after this timeout. Do stay.
One passenger. Big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139 Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure because who no go no go know.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people then.
Welcome back, and now to business news proper. 3 weeks after President Bola Tinubu met with major cement manufacturers, residents of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State are still groaning under the high cost of the product. Clement Parikwe reports that the prices of cement and other building materials continue to increase despite federal government's intervention.
The price of cement is every second. As I'm talking to you right now, a bag of cement is 11,500. So I don't know what will happen tomorrow.
The increment began shortly after the removal of fuel subsidy and reached an all-time high of 100% in 2024. This prompted a meeting between President Bola Tinubu and major manufacturers, during which they agreed to peg prices of cement at 7,000 to 8,000 naira. This decision is yet to reflect on prices of the product in Akwa Ibom State.
At times we used to come to the market for 3 days without any sale because of high cost of goods.
The impact is also felt on other building materials, and the dealers are not getting things easy.
Our concern is that of the building material section that has to do with the manufacturers, and they are increasing prices on daily on hour basis.
I'm handling a building project for someone. So I came last time to buy some wood, and I think a plank here was costing 2,500. As of today, I'm told it's about 3,000 naira.
A bag of nail of 25 kg that used to be sold at maybe 10, 13, 14,000, now 45,000 naira.
We were using 50,000 naira to buy a lorry load. But today we are using 1.3, 1.4 million naira to buy the same quantity of wood we bought in any time of the days.
So the government should look inward and return either the subsidy that as it was before.
For now, cement and building materials markets within Uyo Metropolis remain almost deserted of customers, and the dealers are expressing the fear that if this continue, they may soon go out of business. Clement Barikui, NTA Uyo.
Water is life, they say, and every adult is expected to drink at least 3 to 4 liters of water in a day to stay hydrated. But recent hike in the prices of table water is denying some Nigerians in Uyo the opportunity to drink clean water regularly. Blessing Akpan sought to find out reasons for this increment.
When the Sachi water producers and retailers returned from the strike action in November 2023, there was increment in the price of Sachi water. This was the beginning of increment in the price of Sachi water. In Uyo Metropolis, Sachi water goes for about 350 naira to 450 naira per bag, as against 200 naira about a year ago. Sachi water producers disclosed that this hike is as a result of scarcity and increment of materials used for water production and transportation costs.
It's because of the high cost of materials. Like last week, we couldn't find the backing pack in Akwa Ibom State, even in Lagos State. From 8,000 naira to about 12,000 naira per a kilo of
or 16,000 naira per a kilo of material. Price of material is really affecting the price of water. Even the price of diesel now, from 300 naira to 1,000 plus.
Residents therefore appeal to the government to regulate the price and distribution of sachet water to enable citizens have access to clean water.
If they can reduce the price of the diesel that we are using, and I believe the price of diesel will in turn reduce the price of material, the cost of material that we are buying, and definitely it can affect the price of water.
May government just give pure water fixed price. May just give fixed price of stuff because it will help us so that like you get as person could just sit down for us, like increasing home price personally, like government never hear about that one.
I want the government to look into it and through the industries. If there's a way they can come in, then form an association or a committee to work towards bringing down the price of pure water to be suitable for the masses. I think with then that will be very, very comfortable and okay for the masses.
In Uyo, Blessing Akpan, NTA News.
Increasing cost of food commodities in Nigeria is a source of worry to Nigerians, and some experts blame the rippling effects of government's policies as reason for almost a skyrocketing of prices of goods and services. Its effect on Nigerians, analysts describe as a call for concern, as Nigerians advocate better food policies to cushion its impact. Correspondent reports. The rising cost of foodstuff and services is taking its toll on Nigerians, and Akwa Ibom is not an exception, with prices of commodities soaring and becoming far from reach of the poor. On daily basis, traders literally struggle with exchange rates to purchase goods for sale.
When I joined this business many years ago, like 2016, there are products that have increased more than 5 times of the price before. So like the pig tape then was 6,850. Now it's 22,500.
If you budget that you are coming to buy a particular product at a price, just have it at the back of your mind that you are going to see a different price, because companies bring out prices per second, per minute, per day. And most of the times we just get confused on which price to sell.
Like this price now, per bag is 85,000 a bag. Then all this local one, way Sunday, that one 45,000. All those things, like prices are high now.
Statistics by the MBS indicates about 35 inflationary increase in food items as of January 2024.
The seller finds out that there are no buyers. Certainly that seller would rethink, because you are buying because you're able to sell. You would say, oh, if I buy it at this price, nobody will buy from me, so I will not buy it. And in that same chain, in that same ladder, the steps going downwards, the prices would come down. The thing is hinged on the function of demand and supply.
Commodities mostly affected are grains, yam tubers, oil and beverages, among other items. And as these prices continue to soar, Nigerians worry over this trend and the way out of it.
Everybody, this one is as clear as day now. Everybody knows that the thing is very bad now. Like as I'm coming here today, now tomorrow I'll come here and they'll say the price has changed, it has increased. It will not decrease, it's always increasing. So that is how it is. That is how bad it is.
Salary earners, you know what it means. It's maybe you are budgeting 15,000 for the month, and you end up spending 30,000, and our salary is not increasing by the day. So it affects everyone.
Amidst this rising cost of food prices, the federal government unveiled some proactive measures of intervention to cushion its impact, declaring a state of emergency on food security. Similarly, state governments, including that of Akwa Ibom, are taking a cue by recently distributing gari, a widely eaten staple, from the state-owned cassava farms and sold at subsidized rates, a gesture they say will remain that way alongside other interventions, which include provision of farm inputs identified through cluster group farmers to encourage widespread farming.
So much that is gotten from the greenhouse, when it is brought out to be sold, those items are sold at very moderate prices, affordable prices. So that's an intervention.
The government provide us with gari. We bought gari at a affordable price. My family, my husband, my children, we really enjoy it.
Interacting with some traders on this development, this class of Nigerians identified transportation of food commodities as rice, onions and beans from the northern part of the country, largely affected by the loss of demand and supply, as well as the place of marketing unions having a stronghold of prices of commodities.
I need government to cancel all the union in this state and the federal government to cancel. Like Gary, without union, nobody can go to Gary market and come back and sell.
You plant this water leaf like this, you carry it to remarket, union no allows you to sell. So you use the suffer now rainfall, all the water leaf, you no see customer because of union, you no carry and go market. So money no dey. As at now, carry is 3 cup 500.
Although the impact of the government's intervention of prices of food commodities in Akwa Ibom State is yet to be felt in the open markets, the people are advocating viable monetary policies that will lay a foundation for a long-term economic development plan. And that does it on Business News tonight. Do join us again next Saturday for another interesting package. I am Evelyn Badu Eko. Thank you for watching. From me, it's good night.
Safety is everybody's business, whether on our roads, homes or offices. But achieving maximum safety everywhere is more than just mentioning. Tune into the program Safety and Security Watch